Hi, welcome to FUT-IQ. I am Diego. We are days away from the World Cup, and I had to make a video on this French team that honestly, they're up there with the biggest teams, if not, it's the biggest team when it comes to who can win the World Cup. And honestly, France is looking insane, and their expectations are really high. Now we'll see what happens. They lost against Ivory Coast recently in a friendly 2-1. And well, kind of funny how Dua's brother scores the tiebreaker, and it's just very interesting. There's a lot of controversy in the aspect of like there's so many French players that are really good, but most of them are descendants of another nation, whether it's mainly like African nations or whatnot. I get it, but at the same time, they're probably already born in France and they grew up in that culture and whatnot. And yeah, their parents are from, another country, but I mean, they're already born and raised there. I mean, it may not be the case for everybody, but either way, you're able to choose, and they're good enough and they have really good talent. And I mean, they could easily have two or even three teams with solid players in almost every position. And honestly, France are, like I said, are one of the favorites to win the World Cup. They have if not the most, or arguably the deepest squad in the tournament, and they are led by none other than Kylian Mbappé, and obviously Didier Deschamps as the main coach. And it's obviously his last tournament, and he's going to step down after, regardless of what happens. And France are entering the tournament with being ranked number 1, so a little bit of pressure there, you could say, on FIFA, but nobody really, cares or I don't know. It's not like that big of a deal, It's like just going and making it to the World Cup and participating and doing your best and achieve the goals that you guys, put. And well, for France's history, in 2018, they won their latest World Cup, obviously, with the superstar Mbappé, Griezmann, Giroud, and Kante and Lloris. They had a solid team. They surprised me, honestly. I didn't expect them to win the way they did. I was pretty young too, but I really didn't think France would be the team to win it, and they did. And Mbappe, I remember watching him. I was probably like 14 at the time, maybe 13. And when I saw this guy, I couldn't believe it. It was just insane seeing him play in the group stage. Obviously the World Cup final, everybody, or a lot of people watched it. I remember watching it with my family. We're out having dinner at a Mexican restaurant, and when he like just did what he did against Croatia, I fell in love with football even more, and I didn't even think that was possible. I remember like my brother, I grew up with Ronaldo, but like I like, it's like kind of vaguely, like I don't remember everything. And with Mbappe, I kind of do, and he's kind of like not my idol, but like my one of my favorite player, growing up. Obviously Ronaldo is as well. I'm a Ronaldo fan, but Mbappe is just another level, man. He's insane. I don't want to deride on him, but I just might a little bit in this video. But he's insane regardless. France is insane. They obviously also won it in 1998 when he was born. Kind of funny, what a coincidence. And then they were runner-ups in 2006, where Zidane, cabezazo, the header, and obviously the most recent World Cup against Argentina, that arguably is maybe the best World Cup final, or even best game ever. Like, this is insane. 3-3, Mbappe single-handedly carried France to the extra time, PKs. Like, that guy is an animal, and I really think he can help the team and do his magic and really shine. And they won in 2018. They reached the final, and I think they had a really consistent last decade, where they've been in finals. They won the Nations League in 2021, and well, in the group stage, they're looking pretty. How do I say this? it's a decent group stage. Besides Iraq, Norway pretty good. They obviously got Haaland. Haaland's a monster. He's a goal killer machine. And obviously Senegal. Senegal, you know, we saw Ivory Coast give France a hard time. So it's going to be an interesting game. Those two, I do see them winning the Iraq game, but a lot of crazy things can happen. I don't think they're coming in this tournament cocky. I think they want to come in and make a statement like some of their players have said. And hey, like, I would not be surprised if that's the case. They're going to go and chop off heads in the field, obviously not metaphorically. But it's just very, very, very interesting. Like I'm saying, this situation, I've never seen such a stacked team. Obviously, there's like the likes of Portugal, who's very, very stacked. But this team is just insane. Like, look, let's talk about this. Kylian Mbappé, he's the captain, right? And he's arguably one of the best players right now in the world, or if not the best, in my opinion. And no ifs, buts, or maybes. I don't care what happened in Madrid. Trophy list these last 2 years. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Individually, the stats back him up. Goal contribution. This is insane. Like, he kills it when it comes to numbers. And he's already like a game changer. He's a player that you put him in, he's going to change the game. And obviously, there's the likes of Ousmane Dembélé, also the Ballon d'Or winner. If Mbappe can change the game, this guy can change it as well. Obviously, then we also have Michael Olise, who's another baller who's been killing it, not just in Bayern in these recent seasons, but also at Crystal Palace, man. What a player he is. And then defensively as well, they got William Saliba, great solid defender, won the EPL. And Tchouaméni and Kante, good midfield, and really, really, really defensive. Like, their awareness is insane. And then, like, let's just talk about this. This for me is their like ideal starting 11. Mbappe. All right, I'll start from the back. Mike Nine as keeper. Koundé right back. Koundé, my bad. Koundé right back, Konate, Saliba, and then you have Theo Hernandez or even Lucas Digne. He's really good, bro. Like, this team is just so good. And then Rabiot, Tchouaméni, Dembélé, and then Olise, Barcola, and Mbappe. That would be my starting 11 right there. And then, bro, if not even Barcola, I'd honestly put Doué. Doué has been killing it. I'd rather have him over Barcola, honestly. So that would be my starting 11 right there, and that might be the starting 11 too for the World Cup. But then they're all like, their subs, they're insane. They're the super subs, bro. Like, they could easily be a starter in any other country. You have Barcola or Doué, either of them, whoever starts is insane. Ryan Cherky, like, he could start even over Rabiot, but I really don't see him starting over Dembélé or Olise or Doué. They're at a different level. But Cherky's also insane. He gives you something else. He's a technical, gifted player. And then obviously you got Marcos Thuram, you got Zaire Emery, and obviously Kante if you want to put him over Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni sometimes inconsistent too, or even over Rabiot. So it's like insane. It's going to be really hard. If I was Didier Deschamps, I'd be really kind of upset with how complicated it'd be for me to choose my starting 11, because obviously they're all great players, but it's like, what do you want out of them and what do you want out of your team, right? So that's what's going to be very interesting. France do have enough talent to have, like I said, two strong teams and have a great starting 11, but their strengths are obviously like their attacking, their talent, the world-class depth, strong defense. They're strong, they're big. Mbappe obviously can win you games. Anybody at top can win you games. Maybe I think France for this World Cup, they have to go, like, the safe prediction would be like going to semifinals, right? But a realistic prediction, like, I could definitely see them in the World Cup final. They got the team, they got the talent, they definitely got the mentality, and they just need to work as a team, especially defend as a team. You wouldn't want your top players being lazy and only defend with 8. You know, like, you need all 11 players defending, running back, tracking their man. And we've seen that with some players up top that maybe don't give you that, like Mbappe, obviously. and Dembele has worked on that a lot. So maybe if they work that out, they're going to be a killer team. They're going to be really hard to beat. And well, I think I personally rank France in the top 3 favorites, alongside obviously like Spain, Portugal, and like I guess you could even put Argentina, obviously, because they're the champs. You know, they're the defending champs. But that's the situation for France. What do you guys think about France? Will they reach far up into the finals once again for a 3rd time in a row since 2018? Or will it be a failure? Because they haven't lost a friendly since 2010 against China. I believe it was 1-0, and they just did against Ivory Coast. So fire alarms are on, or about to be on. Who knows? We'll see what happens. We're days away from the World Cup to start, but France have the talent to win the entire tournament. And if this is the champs' last World Cup for them, could be an extra motivation. I don't know. We'll see who they bring in. But comment down below, like I said, who do you guys think will win the World Cup? Is it France or another team? What do you guys think about France overall? Stay tuned for our next video. We're going to talk about another exciting country that isn't really getting talked about. And obviously, I'm going to do one on Mexico. But this country that I want to talk about is very interesting. And for me, they're the black horse. So stay tuned. Comment down below. Share. Follow us on our social media platforms. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time.